Hello guys and welcome to my tips and tricks video on Red Dead Redemption 2 Online. I'm going to show you 15 different things that you might not have known by now. These tips are going to be helpful to you in order to improve your PvP and free roam experience. Alright, so tip number 1 is, did you know that you could get inside Angelo Bronte's house in Saint Denis? All you need to do is to find a stagecoach that is tall enough to let you climb on top. You can find the ones that I have here easily in the streets of Saint Denis. When you have found the coach, you just have to get it inside the Bronte's front yard and park it right below the balcony. Next thing is to use the stagecoach to climb on the top of the balcony. Once you're up there, break the windows on the right with your gun and get inside. You will find 3 pieces of jewelry in the wardrobe and a bottle of snake oil that you could pick up in the bathroom upstairs. This is also a great area to explore if you haven't been here before. Alright, next tip is that, did you know that you could get unlimited amounts of apples at the south of Braithwaite Manor? So you could come here on the map and grab as many apples as you want. You could obviously eat them yourself or just give a few to your horse. I normally come here when we get the daily challenge that requires us to eat 5 fresh produces and eat 5 apples to complete the daily challenge. Next tip is that, did you know that you could knock out any player or NPC in the game with one punch? I call this tactic the one-hitter quitter. All you have to do is to crouch right in front of someone and press circle or B depending on your console. I recommend you to practice this on some NPCs first, and once you get a hang of it, you can try and surprise other players with it. As you can see on this clip, I tried this tactic both from the front and the back on 2 different players. Next tip is how to win every single time when you tackle someone or you get tackled. Mostly people find themselves in this situation in elimination series. The key to win is that right before you tackle someone or before you see someone charging at you to tackle you, immediately take a potent or special stamina tonic. You can craft potent ones at your camp with 1 sage and 1 burdock root. If you don't own the special stamina tonic pamphlet, you can either get it randomly from treasure chests or buy it at the fence for about $400 or $500. This will almost guarantee you to win every time you get in these situations. Moving on to the next tip, did you know that you can cancel enemy parleys whenever you want? With this trick you can cancel the parley system instantly on the spot if you need to. For example, let's say someone randomly killed you, and when you kill them once, they parleyed. If you really want to continue on your path of revenge, this is the way. On this clip for example, this guy harassed us and parleyed when we killed him just once. After the parley, he still came and tried to shoot us, but oh boy, he was in for a big surprise. So all you have to do is to set a waypoint and start a posse race through the posse versus menu. The parley ends instantly.
Oh god.
Next tip is that, did you know you could get perfect fish carcasses with the small game arrows? If you like hunting, then the small game arrow could be a really great investment. Personally, I don't have a lot of patience for fishing, so I use these arrows to catch loads of perfect fishes for some nice profit. Regardless of the size, 1 hit and they always die, and you always get them with 3 stars. It also could be a great free aim practice. Okay, the next trick is that, did you know you could fall from any height and still survive with full health? This could be fun and useful if you want to get to an unreachable place or take a shortcut without dying. So you will need a friend to throw a dynamite stick right next to you while the friendly fire is off, in order to launch you off from the top. Alright, tip number 8 is going to teach you 2 different hiding spots that you could use to your advantage on the map Roads while playing the Elimination Lodge series. First spot is the hotel balcony, which you could climb onto using this route. The great thing about this spot is that you can stay and survive there until the very last circle. The next spot is going to be the rooftop of this blue house right next to the gunsmith. You can stay on top until quite late in the game and use the height to your advantage. Next tip is going to help you get unlimited amounts of animal fat at the flatneck station. A lot of people that use explosive bullets or any pamphlet that requires animal fat, they usually come here or go to Emerald Range, but the way I'm going to show you is going to be a bit faster and a bit easier. So as usual, you go to the flatneck station and skin all the pigs, then craft whatever you have in mind, and instead of switching sessions and waiting through long loading times, simply head to the poker table at the station and launch a private game. You're not losing any money, and back out as soon as you can. When you spawn back, you will have a new session with new animals. Give it some time for the game to load in everything and turn around to see more pigs waiting to be slaughtered. Next tip is going to be more of a reminder, but it's still a tip. Remember that you can always change your ability cards mid-game. Great example of this tactic is shown here, where I'm fighting a 1v1 against a slippery bastard. I have no problem using free aim, but this guy keeps taking tonics as soon as I shoot him once. With this cheeky tactic, you could always counter other players in showdowns or gun rush mode. Next tactic is going to be a big game changer for all you fellow defensive players. Some people complain that they can't use their auto aim to defend themselves while they are in defensive mode. If you are not used to free aim, this tactic is going to help you a lot to defend yourself. The painted black deadeye card is not working against other players if you are in defensive mode, but here is a reminder that you can still paint the hostile players' horses while you are in defensive mode. You could use different types of arrows that I recommend, such as poison, fire or dynamite arrows, to destroy the horses while you're trying to run away from them. Next step is going to be that, did you know you could kill other players with one throwing knife slash in certain game modes? If you can kill other players with one normal arrow in a specific game mode, like for example gun rush, that means that you could also one hit kill them using a throwing knife slash or throw. In gun rush mode, you will only get them from looted enemies by random. If you got it, you could have some fun with it like I did in this game.
Beautifully on. It done me a big favour, you know, being away from it for like over a week.
And in this hideout there was like 2 fucking bear hats and all these weird kind of hats.
Next trick is that, did you know you could always execute enemies by only pressing the fire button if they're up against the wall? All you have to do is to strike them when they are cornered against the wall in order to witness a brutal execution. I've demonstrated this in a few clips so you get a better idea. Okay, moving on to the next trick. Did you know that you could do this stupid teabag animation using your pocket watch? You can use this funny trick to give some laugh to your friends or other players in free roam. All you have to do is to equip your pocket watch and spam the crouch button.
It does really look like your neck is broken.
Whoa. Just time on it. Mine's gone bypass fucking insane.
The last tip is that, did you know you could use your dynamite arrows as mortars? This won't be a practical trick in PvP, but it could be a fun minigame that you could try and hit each other with your friends. All you got to do is to try and estimate the distance from your target, which is your friend, and fire up in the air.
Let's forget him as well. He's standing still. Oh!
I hope that this video taught you something new, or even better, made you smile. Thanks for watching and see you next time.